In 2008, Ecuador became the first country on earth to enshrine the rights of Mother Nature in its constitution. And the chairman of the Constituent Assembly that produced it was Alberto Acosta, Ecuador's former Minister of Energy and Mining. Acosta was also the driving force behind Ecuador's offer to fight climate change by foregoing oil exploration in the Yasuni National Park. He later ran for president himself. He discusses these events in our first bilingual Green interview.
I think it is very important from the outset to stress that the Yasuni ITT initiative came out of growing resistance to oil extraction. In this initiative, we benefited from all the accumulated experience and interference in the Amazon basin, especially with the company Texaco, which is now Chevron Texaco. This project caused massive environmental destruction and massive social devastation.
The lack of commitment to that, to the Yasuni and to the rights of nature, kind of programmed the government to fail.
I would say that at the end of the day, the primary responsibility for the failure of the project lies with the government and the president for many reasons, not just the issue of the rights of nature. There was no clear political strategy to implement the initiative. The president gave mixed signals. Sometimes he said he was in favor of leaving the crude in the subsoil. Other times he said the oil should be extracted. Or he permanently linked the two together, and this turned into a sort of extortion. He asked for money and said if he did not get money from the international community, then he would extract the oil. So, this did not generate the confidence necessary for the initiative to crystallize. As I said, once the rights of nature were fully established, he did not understand that the scenario changed. There was an obligation to protect nature, even when not a single cent was paid.
As you said, Ecuador extracts oil with the highest social and environmental cost. We export oil and import derivatives of oil. In 2011, we imported $4 billion. A country that extracts oil but has to import derivatives lives an absurdity. How would you change that? What should be different? What should be different to bring that into some kind of balance?
There are a lot of things that should be done. The first thing is to understand this curious, perverse even, situation. Oil is extracted with high social and environmental cost. The oil is exported, and then it has to be re-imported. Why do we have to re-import oil? Because we don't have sufficient refining capacity. We want to expand our refining capacity. But here, we have to ask ourselves, how can we supplement the energy supply? Because in Ecuador, we have potential alternative resources, like solar and wave energy. We have geothermal potential. We live on top of active volcanoes, and we don't take advantage of these resources. This is an important issue. Then, we have to go even further with our energy science. We need to improve our energy science. We need to ask ourselves an important question. Why do we need more energy?
Did you say that the oil from Yasuni would represent 10 days global consumption? Is that correct?
9 days.
Incredible, incredible.
For us, it represents 20 to 30% of the country's reserves. For the world, it is 9 days of energy consumption. The lives of peoples in one of the most biodiverse regions will be impacted, and there will be a huge generation of CO2.
You ran for president this year. Will you do it again?
No.
No, not again. That's not my task.
Alberto Acosta, economist, environmentalist, and former energy minister in the government of Ecuador. If you enjoyed this interview, you'll probably enjoy our interviews with Canadian Green Party leader Elizabeth May and with energy analyst David Hughes. For the Green Interview, I'm Silver Donald Cameron. See you next time.